So pineapples are fascist, right? I mean, it's kind of just given.
Why did you choose pineapple as that fruit, though? Why pineapple specifically?
Pineapples is the best fruit.
So where are you saying? Wait a minute.
So fellas, I just finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, right? It's gay.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
No.
It's not?
I mean,
Have you seen it?
yeah.
Let's talk about that. So, immediately, let's clarify something. He's gay.
Yeah.
He's not. I'm in the middle, because I'm bi.
Therefore, we have a quorum.
We have a spectrum of people.
This is the spectrum of the LGBT community.
Yeah.
There's only three.
It's straight gay and in the middle. But, so, I think JoJo helps turn you gay.
Helps.
Or it helps you, like, be more comfortable with it, right?
Alright.
Like his representation and all that stuff. Seeing it in media helps you be like, yeah, this is normal. I'm gay. So,
Alright.
However, the masculinity of my homies turns you straight. Cause you're like, I'm gonna get. So whenever people I know watch JoJo, they immediately go to the gym after watching JoJo.
That was the first time I heard that argument.
I mean, it just makes you want to get better. I don't think it makes you want to be gay. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you could. I'm not saying you should.
well, personally, after I finish watching JoJo, I have gay sex.
Oh.
It's not gay though, right?
Wait a minute.
Was this before or after?
This is like Roman rules, right? Like if you're not the one taking it, it's not gay.
Is that how the Romans worked?
Yes, I think it is.
Like as a
ancient Greeks
history
or-
major, I can agree 100% that that's how the rules work.
Okay, well in that case, I'm not gonna argue because I don't take history at all.
I don't either.
So we have one
I
expert.
was in ancient Greece.
Oh.
Okay. So first we have a first-hand expert and a research expert. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what is you think the gayest part? If it is gay.
The gayest part, it's gotta be fun.
5.
Three though. Think about it.
I mean, Three's guys are a little too buff for me. Like it's just a little too out of control.
Exactly. That's why it's literally like 5 homies and a dog going out on the town for like 80 days. What's happening in those 80 days?
They have a monster of a week, and they're based off tarot cards.
I mean, Avdol, technically, Jonathan, in that one episode.
I mean, that was a pretty gay scene, but it wasn't necessarily. It was forced, but that does help.
Do you mean forced writing wise or forced like
actually in the.
yes, it was just a
They were all
sexual.
They were all magnetized.
Oh.
Yeah, because of the set. Because it was magnets.
I forgot their name was set.
Or is magnets
Well, it's buzz set.
What's that?
Wait a second.
Oh.
Is the magnets just society forcing them together? Or is love?
I don't like this argument. It's scary.
So JoJo turns you gay, like JoJo's gay propaganda.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Coming out of Japan, that's very aggressive.
Part 3 definitely is propaganda.
I think part 5 is pretty gay.
Nah, I think it starts at probably 3. 2's kind of.
2 is the straightest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Joseph literally like check out his mom
He does.
unintentionally? JoJo is
Unintentionally, but yes.
Joseph is Oedipus.
And then he says nice.
Yeah.
He has an Oedipus complex.
But that's like the straightest thing of all time, isn't it?
What, an Oedipus complex?
Yeah.
I cannot confirm or deny because I am not straight.
I can half confirm, half deny.
Anyways.
So, let's talk about how, like, all of the protagonists, minus part 6, all of them are male. There's, like, 2 lead females outside of part 6, right?
There's Lisa.
Lisa. There's
I forgot she was technically a protagonist.
And you could say Ghost Girl is also now
Ghost.
not
I
really-
was gonna say whoever, what's her name? Fucking spicy lady.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I was going to. Yeah. Why did you use the localized name?
Yeah, I use Spicy Lady.
Spice Girl?
Yeah, it is spicy.
Okay, well,
What do you?
I didn't know. I've only seen the subtitles.
Would you prefer the Thankful Death?
Worst company!
Worst company. Deadly Queen has no weaknesses.
Trash at a reasonable price.
Filthy acts at a reasonable
Filthy
price.
acts at a reasonable price. My favorite English localization.
Get ready.
Dirty these done that cheap.
So, right, let's talk about all the male protagonists. So, seeing all those male protagonists and seeing how they're buff, right? Like, it helps kind of insinuate that it's all kind of gay. Because if implying they're all straight or they're all bi, it's pretty easy to say, like, how can you go, like, that long with nothing?
Well, the muscle culture and homosexuality
Uh-oh.
has that actually kind of goes hand in hand. Basically, from the 1910s with the magazines they used for like muscle culture, and a lot of up and coming out homosexuals actually would look at those magazines and get inspiration. That means they get buff and stuff like that.
So you're saying JoJo helps that culture?
Yeah, I definitely say that.
So it's gay.
But also that was a while ago. Does that still hold
It
true
still
today?
holds true, even though the muscle community is also kind of
Toxic.
I mean, I think that the landscape's pretty much changed. I mean, I'm not saying we're the staple of homosexuality.
There, like we said, 3 people, only 3. There's only 3 choices.
This is the entire
Yeah.
LGBT community right here.
I'm so glad straight for LGBT.
You're super straight.
Wait a second.
Wait, that's not good.
That's not good. Wait a second. Put that out.
Like I said, all of the characters are pretty male except for like 2 of them. And that being said, there's a lot of what we'll call man service. Fan service is when they're like showing off pretty much just straight hentai.
Essentially.
Essentially, it's just straight up hentai. But it's that with men.
Yeah.
I would like to bring case 1 to this, which is the Pillar Men.
They're like literally so
All
their
3
existence.
of them. Their existence, the way that they're portrayed, and the way that they react with each other.
They're just 3 bros chilling in the pillars.
They're both wearing the cloth, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm gonna get a picture.
You know what fashion is?
Not that.
Okay, fair point.
Like Cars is hair too.
Is he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cars has hair.
He
Yeah.
has like long hair.
Well,
Yes.
we're heading there. Okay.
Yeah. Like. Yeah, like this man.
Yes, I remember that.
And he's crying, meaning he's gay. No.
Well, cut that out.
Only gay people cry. I'm sorry.
Cut that out too. Can we get that again?
Can we retcon me?
I can't wait to see Noah get canceled on live television. Know your local homophobe.
I'm gonna put your poster all over campus.
No, you're a local homophobe as I'm actively bi. Okay.
Cancel it.
I guess I'm no longer.
That's Mega Man Part 5 again.
But if you watch this part 6, which comes out later this year, hopefully,
Ish.
then he'll be turned back to straight according to the information I'm
Oh, so watching females makes you straight?
No, because Jolene is the first openly gay character.
Yes.
Oh. Huh. I didn't know that actually.
You did it.
I didn't know that. I will only watch the anime. I haven't watched part 6.
Yeah.
So
It's not out.
part 6 isn't out. But apparently Jolene, who's named after Dolly Parton, the song Jolene, yeah.
I was about to say.
Apparently she is canonically gay.
Don't
Meaning,
worry, there's also another character later, but that was an entire case upon himself.
meaning, we've reached our conclusion, right? Jojo is gay.
It's the progression. She watched all parts 1 through 5.
Yeah.
She-
Now she
You know,
had the
kid.
lineage of 1 through 5 running through her, which made
Well, Jorno wasn't, you know.
technically we're not going to go through that close. Technically, it was still the body of
Jonathan. God, that's just weird. Because Dio is Jonathan.
Dio said, "Give me your body."
Yeah.
Also, Dio is canonically bi. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Part 6, we find out more because he has a boyfriend that's, I guess, technically ex-former boyfriend.
We said we weren't going to talk about part
But we're
6.
not going to go into that.
He has a boyfriend.
Cut that out.
The only thing we're gonna say is he has a boyfriend who is a priest, right?
Yes.
Isn't he a priest? Yeah. So he's a priest, and he resets.
No,
Reset the video. Made in heaven.
So pineapples are fascist, right? I mean, it's kind of just given.
Why did you choose pineapple as that fruit, though? Why pineapple specifically?
Pineapples is the best fruit.
So where you say, wait a minute.
So fellas, wanted to talk about, right? So drag queen stuff is pretty much a staple. It's not necessarily a staple, but yes and no, right? So, but
Predominantly part 2.
yes. So Tequila Joseph exists, and we
Yeah.
wanted to relate that kind of with our current LGBT community.
This scene, man.
This one scene.
I mean, it's hot. But,
But you're straight.
yeah, but it's...
Cut that out.
Made in heaven.
But yeah, I would also argue that probably no, because it's more of an LGBTQ thing nowadays, especially in America. Considering that it's a decently new anime in terms of like, especially with like drag culture in America, it's promoting that.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like is that it kind of made it out to be a little bit of a joke.
Oh no, most definitely.
Yeah. But I mean, we can make jokes and take them and kind of reclaim them and make it to be supportive of it.
Also, that could be misinterpretation from Japan for how drag queen culture works in America.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Joseph had tequila.
And his name is Tequila Joseph, and what can I say? He was wooing the Nazis.
Yeah.
Did we mention that he's
Listen,
trying to get into
I-
the city that is guarded by Nazis?
Just a reminder though, I mean, that's pretty empowering. Think about that.
A drag queen
Killed,
conquers
not...
In Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a Nazi base in Mexico where they're trying to find, what is it, Santana?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Or if you're localized San Viento, I'm going to shoot someone.
Preferably everyone at this table.
Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying. That's what you throw into the stuff.
6 bullets, yeah. So, let's talk about Mista.
Oh,
Gaido Mista is easily one of the best characters in Jojo, right? We can all claim that.
he's definitely.
He's one of the few that, spoiler alert, survives. So
He's
yes,
also
he wins
fun.
by default.
Yeah, he's very fun to watch. His stand name is Sex Pistols, but a localization got to it, so it's just called 6 Bullets.
Yeah.
Which makes sense in terms of what it is, however, it takes away from its.
But he doesn't have 6 bullets, I'm pretty sure.
No, he does.
He has 6 bullets.
Yeah, it's a revolver.
I thought because he had the other like.
One of them is labeled as 7.
That's what it is. Yeah.
He has 6, but.
He has tetraphobia,
Yeah.
which is the fear of 4. You're scared.
Anyway.
So there's a scene in part 5. Mista is hurt, right? And he's laying on a bench. And Giorno is trying to heal him. It's easily the gayest scene I've ever seen.
He tries to heal them by sucking his dick.
Golden Experience
It's
isn't
called,
out.
It's urban medicine, sexual healing. That's normal.
Did Giorno like
Did this take place in 2000 though?
2001? I think it was 2001.
Cut that out.
But so wait, you're saying it's like herbal medicine?
Yeah.
So did Giorno like
Rub the herbs on his lips,
and then
followed by. What can I say?
I mean, he says, "Don't take off my clothes, I'll feel it more." That's pretty dang gay. It's also heavily implied.
Oh no! They know what they're doing.
And even like Narantia is like, hey, what are they doing?
And then he becomes traumatized.
Pretty much. Narantia is traumatized by the LGBT.
By the way, just to remind me.
Well,
that-
who is that? Am I right?
That's fair.
Sorry for
by us.
Alright, I guess.
This all happened within a week too.
Yeah.
So like
We're not even like it's like halfway through the week-ish.
Giorno met
Towards the
Mista.
end.
Giorno
It's like the last day.
Giorno met Mista. He got hurt and then sucked his cock.
Censor
What a
that.
bench.
I'm gonna put bruh sound effect.
But is that just normal Italian culture?
Aren't you like part Italian?
I am part Italian.
So is that Italian culture?
Wait a second.
No.
Wait a second. And what I'm hearing, he's part Italian and he's gay. Are all Italian gay?
Part Italian.
I was a gay boy going to a Catholic school. They did not like me very much.
Pasta spaghetti.
Mozzarella.
I had a dream.
So let's talk about fashion in JoJo.
Okay.
So
Pretty good.
So-
There's some pretty clever stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the characters have protagonist syndrome. They all look incredibly unique.
Yeah.
You could pick them out of a lineup.
You could like if we're gonna just flash a few of the JoJo characters up here.
Bang, bang, bang.
Wow. Bam.
Bang.
You're gonna have to edit that.
I will. I'm not even gonna like cut them out. It's not gonna be transparent at all. It's just gonna be unedited images.
They're not even PNGs. They have like a black background.
Fashion has changed between parts, right? Like part 1 was pretty like kind of not contemporary, but
was
like it was pretty
It was
bland.
like British nobility.
Yeah.
You got like nice suit, cravats, a top hat,
We can't talk about him. He dies.
and everyone's very upset about it.
But the fashion has changed.
Yeah.
Where we get to part 4 and it's like, here's Josuke with, you know, a heart at his fucking chest.
To be fair, it's not cut out yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it's
But it is pretty.
It does get cut out in part 5 though.
Yeah, Giorno has like a literal.
His entire chest is visible.
He's 17. He's
This is a child.
Now, this is all about the LGBT community, right? So
Bring it back.
fashion isn't necessarily, you know, a huge staple of it. I mean, the most fashionable people I know are mostly gay. That's
I mean,
just saying. I mean, I know I wear pretty straight clothing, hoodie and jeans.
I would say the same's probably true for me.
Yeah.
No offense, but straight people sometimes don't know how to dress. Fashion, at least, that eventually it goes from like clothes that look cool to slowly, over the course of time, becoming way more revealing.
Yeah, this is true.
But only for the men. I feel like the females stay pretty consistent with their dress.
Trish is pretty revealing.
That's because she's a main character.
She's also 15. Let's tie this all into how JoJo can actually like help you be gay. While like, so we've seen that representation over time has actually been able to help the LGBT community feel normalized, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
I'd say
I mean-
definitely in Japan as well.
Oh, it's definitely helping their culture too.
Because Japan is they've always kind of used homosexuality as kind of a joke.
Yeah,
on
they-
other stuff.
Japan's pretty conservative on some things, but I mean, obviously the world's progressing.
They are, and Japan has they like a lot of American ideals, and that's probably where it's coming from, because they're trying to accept it more. And I think Rocky's probably one of the more woke content creators in Japan.
Yeah. But so representation can definitely help, and seeing how there's kind of almost implied representation, and even if not, we've hijacked it anyway. We're making a podcast about how it turns you gay. We've hijacked it.
This is
not a threat.
This is not a suggestion. This is fact. Representation, and I would say that I would feel more comfortable seeing people who are gay in things, because it feels like that it's not strange.
Right.
And everyone complains about like you're pushing an agenda, but no, we exist.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, look at part 6 coming up too, though. Is that part 6 also has a canonically gay character, which that's a big step for Japan.
Yeah.
It's a big step in general. Look at like American TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it typically, even in American TV, gay people are like represented, but not in the right ways.
Exactly.
It's
They are
like
a side
'cause-
character meant to fill a slot.
Yeah, it's like
a joke.
it's like either a stereotype or joke or just some random side character that's only gay to be gay.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's, I mean, I know that some of us have, like, some people are like, well, it's part of your personality. It's our identity. That's the thing.
It's not a personality.
Yeah, it's nowhere near
Yeah.
a personality. Like, well, my personality hasn't changed at all. I'm just as much of a shitposter as I was.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a preference, but the preference doesn't make me who I am.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like like you said, an identity, but it's not. It doesn't affect how I act.
Yeah. So, like closing statements. You're the skeptic. Go ahead.
I very much agree with you and almost all y'all said. JoJo has some very activities that kind of make it more gay, I would say, and that's not a bad thing though. That's probably the best thing I think about JoJo is that they don't make that a big deal. Like, just because they're that way doesn't mean they're like quirky or different. I mean, the whole thing is the world around them is crazy. They're not crazy. The world around them is them.
You could say it's a crazy, noisy, bizarre town.
That's a good argument.
JoJo's a very interesting anime, and it does have a main plot, and I would like to say that it does occasionally it makes a few jokes here and there, but they are kind of funny, and they don't come off as too offensive. It definitely has more representation than other media, even American media, and another thing I like about it is that as slowly as it progresses, more characters are either implied, it doesn't harp on it, and it becomes more of they exist, and it's not using it as a diversity card. It's like just who they are, which I think is very important, especially in anime, because in media in general, it's important to see that we exist and we're not, invisible or just meant to be used as a diversity card.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, especially with JoJo, like, obviously the world's changing to be more inclusive, which is good. Far and away. But so, obviously representation in media like this definitely helps us feel more included. I mean, I will say I wasn't out before I watched JoJo. Didn't really help me come out though.
It was part 5.
It was part 5, I guess it was, yeah.
That happened before part 5.
They say that part 5 turns you gay.
Yeah.
Which it does.
No. You were watching JoJo, which made you bi.
Yeah.
Oh, that's part.
And then part 5 made you
Yeah, that's true. Part 4 was I watched part 4 and then I came out as bi.
Yes.
And then part 5.
So Okuyasu turned you Bob.
I mean, let's check his age.
We're gonna do a fact check so we don't have someone go to jail.
He's 16.
That's a child. Actually,
Made in heaven.
is that let's not get into Japanese law.
King Crimson. No, bites the dust. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Salvador.
No, not that one.
Okay.
Zoro bites the dust. Pretty sure that's
You
not
saw,
right.
you saw a little tiny cat, and then you fucking exploded.
Stop button. Zoro bites the dust.
No.
Kochiyo Miyo.
Deadly queen.
But it has no weakness. But so, right, as we like, especially more implied like representation can help you realize, or can help you kind of normalize it with yourself, and like, it's kind of a buzzword, but it helps like turn you gay in a way. We're not turned gay, but like,
But we
So-
got your attention, didn't we? Yeah.
The goal is it makes
I'm gonna do that again.
It makes
but we
the-
got your attention, didn't we?
It makes it more comfortable, which I completely agree.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more comfortable. The only issue with like part 4 and 5 is they're all underage, so we can't really, think of anyone
Don't
that way.
sexualize them.
Don't
please.
sexualize them. They are children.
Bakio will shoot you. He's a police officer. You do not have a choice in this situation. He killed his best friend. Okay.
Abakio's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Smooth jazz no more.
Smoothie jazz. Not smooth jazz. God. But in conclusion, if you watch JoJo, you're either going to feel two things. One is probably homosexual tendencies. Right?
What's the second one?
Sure, yes.
The second one is probably a feeling that, yeah, being gay is okay.
Yeah.
And if not,
I've been held against my will for 40 days. Please help me.
So anyways, pineapple being fascist.
You said that as a positive. I need to know why.
so wait, what's the most fascist for you?
We can all agree it's pears, right? It's pears.
I like
P-A-R.